was your assessment of the second five coming in? I know they hit that big one with Aiden on the 50-yarder.
Yeah, well, the first play before that was a big hit too. It was a 10-yard gain on the outside zone, and I thought that one was actually was blocked up probably better than the touchdown. But it was good to see those guys have some success. I mean, they worked their tails off, and a lot of those guys shoot. A lot of those guys had to take a lot of the reps in camp, for them to get it and then go to have the success they had was pretty good. I did rotate. I mean, we traveled a big group of guys, and so you probably saw the second time they were in, there was a little bit different lineup because I was trying to get different guys some looks, and I didn't, obviously I'm glad we scored in 2 plays. I didn't quite think, I thought I had a few more plays with that one unit, but it was good for those guys to get some reps, and a lot of guys broke their maiden voyage, so to speak, on that, right? So Eddie Turd got in there, Kellen got in there, and Nathan Knappett got in there. Those guys that hadn't played football for us, Zafir Stewart, those guys hadn't played football for us, and for them to get in, even as minimal reps as it was still good for them to see. And see against somebody else other than just our guys.
You mentioned it though. If you're going to travel with those guys, they seem to continually building up confidence as you go into your first road game.
Yeah, they have to. I think that's what this allows us to do is be able to get them on the field. So the first time they face in there, it's not wide-eyed in a big time game. In the third quarter with the game on the line, right? They've had the experience before. A lot of them have played on field goal or whatever else. So. Those are all positives, and then they help develop our development, our depth later on. Next year when we lose 4 or 5 starters, there's a huge opportunity there, and for them to have the chance to get on the field and to see live action just continues to help them develop.
I'm sure you've been asked about Dez, but very rarely I think that we see like a true camp surprise, like he came out to be. When did you see that click with him, and what does that do for you to have a swing tackle like that?
Well, I believed in Dez all along. I'd seen flashes of it in the past, but it was never sustained. It was always very inconsistent, or he had an injury or whatever else, and so something took him away from those things. But we kind of bet on him in the summer and said when he gets back, where could he be? Because he is athletic, he is long, he's a good kid. We really stressed him and pressed him over the summer to take the bit, right, and not just, every time it got hard, something would come up, and to really embrace, what it means to be here and to relive that, reach his goals. So when he got back in camp the first day, there was a spark again and a flash. And I go, okay, welcome back, Des Schuster. But the MO was that it has to be sustained, right? It hasn't been, and so after day 2 is kind of the same, day 3 is kind of the same. It's like, okay, we might have something here, and kept putting him in different situations. Obviously, with JC out, we repped him at the right guard spot, we repped him at the left tackle, or excuse me, the right tackle spot and the left tackle spot, and really started seeing something. Then saw something again in one-on-ones against our guys, against players like Gabe Akis or AB or Daniel Brown and some good pass rushers, and we thought, okay, we got something, let's build on it. And so we did throughout camp, and then for him to get a chance to play was really good, because he graded out well and well enough. Anyway, there's obvious things you want to improve, but you can keep pushing him, and now you have a guy that you don't have to kind of make a jigsaw puzzle out of something. I have a swing tackle, it's a little bit more NFL-esque, and we can go.
What do you hope Brandon Henderson takes away from last week and kind of missing that start and ultimately getting in there?
Well, I think just the maturity factor and the importance. Like, this is not, this nonchalant. This is people's lives on the line, livelihoods on the line. This is a chance for our team to do something pretty special. And when you make a decision, as innocent maybe as it is, it has a chance to really affect everybody in the program. And so, we have a standard here, and it'd be no different if I showed up 2 minutes late to a meeting as well. And sure, we did that with Melvin in the spring, and he was the same thing, late for a weigh-in or something in the spring. And so I think it teaches the rest of the team discipline, and that no one, the team comes first, and that is, I think that's fundamental in every good program, every good organization, is when you're a part of something that's greater than yourself. That message has to carry weight throughout the rest of the program, and that's all that did. And it, not to make a big, not make a deal about it. The kid paid his punishment, and handled it well. He's cheering on Brandon on the sideline, and then after he served his punishment, he's back in there, and now he's our starting guard. So.